All right, today we're going to talk about investing in real estate in Oklahoma City. And also we'll talk a little bit about Edmond too, Moore, Norman. We'll talk about all the different metros investing in real estate in the Oklahoma City metro. We'll go over some numbers that I saw online. Of course, you'll want to verify that because at the time of this video, the numbers can change every day, guys. The numbers can change every day. But check it out, right behind me. Can you see that up there? Pelican Bay up in Edmond. And of course, yes, I'm at Hayford Park. You guys know that I love Hayford Park. So if you clicked on the video because you wanted to talk a little bit more about real estate investing in Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma City metro area, that's what this video is all about. So first off, guys, let's talk about the 1% rule, you know, where you buy a house for $200,000 and then you rent it for $2,000 a month, the 1% rule. So does that kind of ring a bell? Does that ring a bell? Okay. Is that possible in Oklahoma City metro anymore? Is it possible in Edmond? Is it possible in Norman? Is it possible in Choctaw? Is it possible in Yukon? Is it? Man, it really depends on the property. It really depends on the property. If you look at retail properties right now on my website, like go to joshbarnett.exprealty.com. Go to my website and look at retail properties for rent. Man, the ones on the MLS, guys, they're priced at market. They're priced at market, I'm not gonna lie. But will they fit the 1% rule when you compare the for sale price to the for rent price? No, probably not. Here's an example. I was looking at some houses in Edmond, some decent 322s, all brick, you know, 2000 and up, 1990 and up. They're renting at best $1,800, maybe $2,100 at best. But what are they selling for? Guys, those same houses, they're getting $250,000, $288,000, sometimes up to $300,000, guys, in Edmond. Same thing in Norman. Norman's rents, from what I was looking at, pretty much follow Edmond's rents. The price of houses are a little bit more affordable, but does it get the 1% rule? Guys, I don't think we can get the 1% rule right now unless you're literally calling, you're literally dialing for, what is it called? Your circle dialing neighborhoods, or you're following the probates. If you're following the probates, you're getting a dated home where people just want to sell the house and not have to maintain it or anything like that because of the descendant's estate. Maybe then you'll get the 1% rule. Maybe you'll get it then. But on market properties, guys, there's just no inventory. There's just no inventory. So if you're an investor who's hunting deals out, who's following the probates, who's going to maybe the auctions, because the auctioneers, 90% of them don't put it on the MLS, then maybe you'll find a deal. Maybe you'll find a deal. Will that deal be market ready, you know, ready to rent? Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. But overall, I can't say that I'm seeing Oklahoma City, Norman, or Edmond hitting the 1% anymore. I'm just not, because there's so many people with 1031 exchanges. I'm talking to them every day. I'm talking to investors every day. So many people with 1031 exchanges that they just can't find anything to put their money into. So they're just having to buy deals. It's like, do I give the government the money, you know, so they can waste it on some sort of welfare program to, you know, corporations or stuff like that? Or do I just go ahead, buy this property, not have to pay taxes on it, defer it, and then when I die, my kids get it without the taxes? So what do I do? You just buy the property. You don't want to pay the taxes. Can you believe what the taxes would be if you had a property 20 years ago and you sell it in today's market? That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. So 1% rule, guys, I'm thinking it's out the door. I'm thinking it's out the door, unless you're finding a sweet deal. Let's see the squirrel over there. You see the squirrel by the tree? No, you can't really see that on the camera. Oh, he's running. He's running. He or she is running. At least the animals still know there's only two genders, right? Okay. Talking about the 70% rule. Can you get a house under 70% market? Yes and no. Yes and no. Guys, there are deals out there. There's absolutely deals out there where the house looks like it's priced below market. Like I was looking at one yesterday with a young lady who's getting ready to buy her first home, and it was priced only at $150,000. But that was $40,000 below market. But the write-up said it's a time capsule. It's a time capsule, aka everything's dated. It might all work, so the numbers work fine. It might all work, so the numbers work fine. Look at this. This is beautiful, isn't it? I love Hafer Park, guys. I love Hafer Park. Man, gotta love it. But with it being a time capsule, it means everything's dated. The fixtures are dated, the carpet's dated, all this other stuff. Does that matter when it comes to rents? No. But here's the kicker, guys. There are so many buyers out there right now. There's downsizing buyers. There's first-time home buyers. There's investors like yourselves who are watching this movie. I see that house selling for a minimum of $175. Even though it's priced at $150, I still think it's going to sell for $175 because it's such a good deal. I mean, if all it is dated, it's move-in ready. You know how many people are going to want that house right now? Guys, there's still not enough supply in Oklahoma City metro area to handle all of the demand. There's just not. And I saw an article on somewhere. I saw an article somewhere that said the building permits were down. Builders are not pulling very permits. I did a new home search. I did an Edmond new home search, and I didn't put any other limiters than being a new home, guys. 65 houses. That's it. Only 65 houses. You know those are going to be gobbled up. There's more than 65 people moving to Edmond at once. Those houses are going to be gobbled up. There's just no inventory. Another squirrel. See it right there? They're all over this place. This is a 1.5 mile loop. I love walking this loop. Back when I was in college, when I only weighed 185 pounds and I did triathlons, and as a personal trainer, I would run around this loop 3 times. I would run around it 3 times. So that was a bad mamma jamma then. I'm gonna walk around it once today. Okay, 50% rule when it comes to covering expenses. Yeah, I think you could do that. I definitely think that you could do the 50% rule when it comes to covering expenses when you're buying investment property in the Oklahoma City metro area, Norman area, or the Edmond area, probably Choctaw and Yukon too. I definitely think you hit the 50% rule with the amount of rents, because I'm seeing on average rents for a regular 322, you know, anywhere between, I'm gonna say $1,800 and $2,100 from what I was seeing online before I started this video today. So can you do the 50% rule? Yeah. So that would at least be a good way to cover expenses, right? That would at least be a good way to cover expenses. So investing in Oklahoma City, pros. You saw the reports on how our parks are graded, how our parks are top rated. You've seen how even some of our cities themselves make it in the top 100 cities in the United States. So you've got Norman, you got Oklahoma City. I got to look at that article again, but I'll put it up on the screen, of course. But we've got different cities that make the top 100 cities in the United States. We've got parks that hit awesome parks. Like Hafer Park is an awesome park. Now, I don't know if it's an award-winning park, but it is an awesome park for sure. But those are pros. And guys, people are friendly here. Like, people still wave hi and say hello. People will talk to you when you're at a Thunder game. You know, they will talk to you while you're waiting in line to get your seat at the restaurant. People are friendly here. And police, still police. You know, you do a crime, you're gonna do your time in Oklahoma. So that's a huge positive too. You know, landlords still have rights here in Oklahoma. Oklahoma has what's called the Oklahoma Tenant Landlord Act. Oklahoma Tenant Landlord Act. Call, text, or email me, and I'll send you the link to the Oklahoma Tenant Landlord Act so you can review it. It gives landlords and tenants rights and directions to follow. It's not all about the tenant here in Oklahoma. So those are some positives. In Edmond, guys, you've got 2 different universities. You're a short commute. Like, Edmond literally sits on top of Oklahoma City. So a short commute to Oklahoma City and all the jobs in Oklahoma City. Edmond has a ton of jobs too, a ton of shopping. You've seen, just check out my playlist, Moving to Edmond, Oklahoma. You'll see all the stuff that Edmond, Oklahoma has to offer. And then Norman is amazing too. Norman's got Oklahoma University, like the biggest college in the whole state. Like, their stadium is the size of some of our small towns. It's so huge, guys. So Norman, Oklahoma sits just below Moore, just above Purcell, and then Moore sits just below Oklahoma City, but it's still a short commute to Oklahoma City, even living in Norman. When I was working at the hospital gym back in college, man, so long ago, tons of people worked at the hospital there in the over off of 4th and Broadway Extension, and a ton of them lived in Norman, guys. So the metro is so tight-knit, so awesome. Yukon, Choctaw, Norman, Moore, all the different suburbs of Oklahoma City have a ton of value. And so if you want somewhere to invest, you know, full disclaimer, you got to do your own research, of course, but if you want somewhere to invest in real estate, you absolutely got to check out the Oklahoma City metro area, guys. You absolutely do. It's a great little metro. And speaking of such, I want to go ahead and chat with you about an investment property that I just listed today. So when you're seeing this video, you absolutely got to call, text, or email me. Reach out ASAP. So one of the agents that I work with, don't call some other agent. Don't call some agent that I don't work with. Reach out to me so we can get you in this property to see it firsthand. Firsthand, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and show you a little bit of the front of the property. And I want to point out that, dude, guys, you could walk to UCO. You could walk to UCO from this property. You could walk to Sprouts from this property. You could walk to Herd on Herd from this property. This property location is so amazing. And the size of it, it's a pretty big property, guys. Yeah, I think it's like 1,350-ish, more or less, square feet. It's a pretty big property. So it has a ton of stuff to offer. So if you're doing like renting out one room for like $600, that's $1,800, guys, $1,800. So I'm gonna go ahead, show you that property right now. I'm gonna show you the pictures. I'm gonna salivate your investment desires. Call, text, or email me. As always, subscribe to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let's roll that property.